Hey everyone, it's Sammy from Sammy's Sweet Life and welcome to another Plan With Me video. This week's extra exciting because I've got a giveaway to go along with this week. I ended up getting a bunch of new washi tapes. These are all the new Freckled Fawn washi tapes. Now I do work for them, so I did receive these. And I'll be honest, I probably would have purchased most of these anyway. I just love their washi tape and I purchased a ton of their washi tape. So I just kind of wanted to show them all to you guys. These are in the Freckled Fawn store already now, so you can pick up any of these that you'd like, any of them that catch your eye. Now I do want to give away some of these because of course I just can't use all of this washi, and secondly I have duplicates of some of these. So that's 7 washi tapes. I just want to give these away to one of you guys. Be sure you're a subscriber here and just leave me a comment in the description box down below letting me know what your favorite Freckled Fawn washi tape is. I would love to know, and you'll be entered to win. I will draw my winner next Plan With Me video. So next Sunday I will have the winner included in that video. So you'll have a week to enter. I hope you guys like this little treat. I'm really excited to be able to give some of these away. It isn't really sponsored by Freckled Fawn. These are things that I receive as a Freckled Fawn employee. So I'm just doing this because I love you guys. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive into the planning. I'm gonna set these aside. I definitely want to use some of these on today's layout. So looking back at last week, I really liked the format that I did where the weekend was kind of boxed off and then I divided the rest of the week into the 2 sections. The only thing I didn't like was when I put the little workout symbol stamp next to the workout section, it didn't leave me a whole lot of room to write. So I'm going to leave that off this week. But basically I'm doing the same kind of thing I did last week. I already stuck down my baby gym class stickers, so I'm going with a pink theme this week. I've got the pink, the green, and the yellow working with this new washi tape. I really liked the pink and the green along with that yellow on the pages. And this is the last week of January, so next week's going to be a different color. I'll be happy to move on from the yellow. So my intent was to divide the pages exactly like last time, but I totally forgot to skip dividing the Saturday and Sunday spot, so I have to go back and change things up just a little bit and backtrack. But the great thing about the Freckled Fawn washi is it does come right off if needed, if you're very careful. Sometimes it will rip, and if you have pressed it down really hard and then try to rip it, sometimes it will rip your page, but for the most part it does peel up very, very nicely. And since we are still working with that yellow, I decided to use these gold hearts. They're just super duper cute. I really am starting to like the gold. I swore off the gold in the beginning when it first started to be a really big scrapbooking trend, but now I think I like it, especially gold on white, which this washi tape is gold on white. I just love it. Just using the same ruler technique and trimming the edges with my cutter bee scissors. It's just easier to trim at the edge than try to do the ruler thing. Next, I stick down my same story time and music class stickers that I got from Lulu and Row. I really just love these stickers, and they have a bunch on the sheet, so I want to be using these week after week until I run out of them. For inks this week, I pulled out a green and a pink Stampin' Up! Ink, and then I realized I could not find my stamp cleaning pad, so I went and got a baby wipe. I'm thinking my toddler must have run off with my stamp cleaning pad because it was nowhere to be found. It took me a while. I ended up having to cut the footage because I could not find it. So to get started stamping, I go ahead and stamp the to-do list stamp from the Studio L2E Bold Headliner stamp set. This one's just got a bunch of great words and I keep going back to it again and again. And this week I decided to make Friday my errand running day, and I also stamped the gratitude section down at the bottom too with the same stamp set. So I'm getting back into project life, trying to do the weekly spreads for 2017. So I decided to dedicate one day a week, just one full nap time, to working on my project life, trying to film some process videos for my scrapbook channel. And so I dedicate one of these stamps to that. This is a Simon Says Stamp exclusive stamp set, and I really like some of the things that are in the stamp set. I also pulled the goals stamp from this for my my other YouTube work related planner. Next, I add in my workout inspiration. I'm just going to add one little stamp to one of the workout little boxes, and then I'm going to leave the rest of them blank because, like I said last week, it just took too much room to add those little icons. And I also add the scale on Friday. I'm still keeping Friday as my official but unofficial weigh-in day. I'm not on any kind of weight loss program or anything. I'm just trying to keep track of it and trying to hold myself accountable just a little bit. This workout stamp set is a very old Studio Calico set, and they don't make it anymore. And then I'm going to be visiting the house twice this week. They're working on framing still. We had some really bad rain the last week, so there was a little bit of a delay on the house, but I definitely want to go visit it at least 2 times this week. To do the cute little house icons, I use that Plan On It stamp set from Lawn Fawn. Next, I'm pulling out the Studio L2E Iconic stamp set. I'm going to be adding a filming day this week and also a day to order my photos. I'm using the same little iPhone icon for my photo ordering day. Like I said, it's for Project Life. I'm trying to stick to weekly for that, so it makes it easier if I print on a dedicated day every week. I think I end up stamping on Thursday too to make it a filming day as well. So that's 2 filming days, 1 scrapbook creating day, and 2 house visiting days, 1 errand day. I've got a really productive week planned ahead. It really just helps me keep myself on track when I have a dedicated day that I know, okay, at this nap time, I'm going to be doing X, Y, and Z. And then the next day, I'll plan something different for the nap time. It just really helps me make sure I'm getting all of my filming and editing and all that kind of stuff done during the week. Because basically my productive time is when she's taken a nap or when she's gone down for bed at night. So it gives me dedicated times that I can push through and do some stuff. I can do a lot of cleaning while she's up, and she does really understand, you know, mommy's got to work on such and such, so I can take a little chunk of time in the morning to work on some stuff, but I get most of the stuff done when she's asleep. So I added my Ole clip back to the top. I'm using the yellow one again this week. I'll probably switch it out next week since the color's going to change. And then I called this one done. So moving on to my YouTube work-related planner, I ended up running out of space on my memory card while I was filming. And so I'm going to just talk about what I did after the fact because I couldn't film it all. At this point, I had like 2 minutes left on my memory card, and importing the footage just wasn't going to be possible at this point in time, so this is just how we roll. And note to self, get a second memory card so I can swap them out. But anyway, here is the all done up planner. I went ahead and alternated the pink and aqua Lulu and Rose stickers. I've got the to create section at top, to edit in the middle, and then notes at the bottom. So the notes is going to really be work. But I did find that last week I just intermingled the sections. My work was mixed up with my YouTube stuff, and so I'm just showing you the stamp sets and what I stamped. I used the Studio L2E Track It stamp to do the little social media section. I really liked that, but I wanted to move it down to the very bottom. And then I also used an old Studio Calico set for this preview section. We ended up moving the Freckled Fawn preview day to the 25th. This is a really old Studio Calico set, so I don't think it's available any longer. And then the next set I used was the Neat and Tangled blogging stamp set. I really love that video clapper, so that's going to be my Freckled Fawn videos. I'm aiming for 3 videos a week again this week on the Freckled Fawn channel, so be on the lookout for that. And if you're a fan of scrapbooking, definitely check out that channel. I will link it in the description box down below. I just really like this clapper stamp. It's nice and big, and it leaves me room to write what video I want to film. It worked out really nicely for that. I pulled out that Simon Says stamp set again and stamped the goals at that bottom edge, and I didn't do any of the checklists this week. I just found that I didn't really use the checklists very much, so I just skipped stamping them this week. I loved the way that they looked, but I just didn't use them very much to mark things off, so I'm going to skip it this week and see how it goes. So for the Freckled Fawn washi tape, I added a strip to mark off the weekend section. I'm just using that section again for notes, and then I added another decorative strip to the bottom of the page. I didn't stamp the ideas title in the little blue section on the left hand side, but I'm still going to use that for ideas and jotting down various things throughout the week that I need to keep track of. But all in all, I really just love the way that this planner looks, and next week again the color's going to change again in this planner too. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys have been enjoying these. I've really enjoyed making them. Oh yeah, there's the Freckled Fawn paper clip there too up at the top. I really like that paper clip. Anyway, that is it for this video. Hope you guys liked it. Give me a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. I'm sticking to uploading these every Sunday for you guys, so be sure to follow me along. And if you do plan with me videos, leave me a link to your video for this week and tag me on Instagram. I'm at the Scrap Master, so I will leave my Instagram in the description box down below, along with all the supplies that I talked about today. I hope you guys have a great, productive week, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.